your delivery style doesn't matter as long as it's natural to you and you're genuine with audiences. And notice I didn't say truthful, because you know, as a stand-up comedian, you can embellish and exaggerate and do all kinds of things. But it's that genuineness, that appearance of genuineness, that matters tremendously to people. And that's something that you can't capture that with stuff that you're just spitting out that you wrote down on paper. It just ain't going to happen.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And there's also a distinction there, too. And I agree with what you say as far as embellishment or exaggeration, because, you know, there's certainly not everything in my act that's completely 100% truthful or it's not exaggerated. But the premise or the story or what's happened is always coming from a place of honesty and from something personal, at least in my case. But, again, I don't think you have to do that. But, yeah, I agree with you. You have to be able to, you know, that's the whole point of being funny and being, you know, is that you do the exaggeration or you do the, you know, whatever the twist is. But yeah, I mean, I think you do have to have that genuineness.
I guess my point is people focus on delivery style and they try to do different delivery styles. And you don't need, if you're a funny person, you don't need some kind of made up delivery style. You've got it already. That's all I'm saying.
And really, what you just said there boils down a lot of what we talked about previously. You know what I mean? You just said it all in one statement, that it's that being yourself. It's being that, it's having that natural, just whatever, you know, because when you're being naturally funny, you're not thinking about, well, is my punchline sharp? You know, are my words correct? You know, I mean, when you're telling a friend a story, you know, and that's also the emotion that I talked about, you know, having that real emotion and that emotional attachment to the bit, at least for my, you know, because I'm more of a storyteller. You know, when I'm telling a friend a story that's cracking them up, and I could say it 10 different times to somebody, when somebody says, oh, Dave, tell that story, that's funny, the reason why I get to laugh every time is because I tell it with the same amped up, like if I just said it like dry or, you know, I didn't have the same emotion to it, it wouldn't have the same effect. But they're laughing at the fact that maybe I'm getting angry over something that's like absurd to get angry about, or maybe I'm just being totally goofy about something. You know what I'm saying? So it's the, you know, it's what you bring naturally to it that makes the funny.